So on this problem, you're asked to write a coordinate proof. Now, coordinate proofs, we're in section 4.8, and we did not cover that. But you can still prove this without doing a coordinate proof. So just knowing what we know about writing proofs. And so I'm going to write my statement and reason. And so what I want to do is show that this triangle here is congruent to this one. And the method I'm going to use is that we already know these sides here are congruent. If I can show that these are congruent to each other, those angles, and then this line segment is congruent to this one, we can do side, angle, side to show that those are congruent. So I'm going to first show that these two angles here are congruent to each other, and I'm using the idea that it is an isosceles triangle. So I'm going to say angle B that is given. And then, so now I know that angle A is congruent to angle C. That is the isosceles triangle theorem. So we now say that this angle is congruent to this one. All right, now I want to show that these two line segments here are congruent to each other. And so I'm going to use the idea that x is the midpoint of AC. So now I can say that AX, that line segment, is congruent to CX. That's the midpoint formula, or midpoint, or definition of midpoint. And I do need to note that BA, that line segment, is congruent to BC. That's given. Now we have all the pieces to show that triangle AXB is congruent to triangle CXB. And that's because of side, angle, side congruence.